Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Aish. Please subscribe. Today's video is my favourite way to join in on the festivities, and that is with a crazy makeup look. Of course, I'm sure you've all guessed, it's the Grinch. This has been all over Instagram. We've had the new movie come out and I was just feeling super inspired. I've had so many beauty girls create the most amazing looks and I had to jump on it, and I thought, yes, I need to. I had my green Snazaroo face paint sitting on the side and I was like, I need to do it. So if you guys want to see me create this Grinch festive look, then keep on watching. Before anything, I want to prime my skin. I'm going to use the NYX Total Control drops. This is quite a good primer. It really smooths and almost mattifies the skin, and it does blur your pores slightly. As I'm doing the face paint, I want my skin to be nice and smooth before I start to add all that colour to it. Next, I'm going to apply the face paint, and I'll be using the Snazaroo face paint in lime green, and it's water activated, so I have a little pot of water here. I'm going to dip my brush in there and then just add that in, and then straight away you get that colour. What's good with this face paint is that you can layer it, so if you feel like the colour's not intense enough, you can just add more. What I'm going to do is leave the eyelids slightly, kind of the main bit, as I am going to go in with some eyeshadow. So I'm just going to put a light amount on the eyes. What I'm going to do next is block out the ends of my brows. That will involve some glue and a mascara wand type thing, and just glue down the ends of my brows. Left a bit here, remove some green paint, as I'm going to go in with some glue because I want them to be straight. Just going to try to apply as much as I can to flatten those down. Then I'm going to take a mascara wand and just straighten those out so that they can be flattened down. Now what I'm going to do is powder over that brow end, flatten those hairs even more. And now that first two layers of paint has dried, I can add another layer. I'm going to conceal over that before I add any more of the green. Back in with the powder. Now I have half an eyebrow. I can go back in with the green face paint. As you can see, I'm kind of stippling over, and then that allows me to add my new brow. This does dry to a powdery consistency, so you don't want to add too many layers because that's when it'll start to look quite textured. But at the same time, it doesn't need to be perfect because the Grinch was quite crazy and rough looking. What I want to do next is those creases and fine lines that are in the skin. I'm going to create with the MAC eye pencil in Feline. So there's about 3 lines. I'll start on this side, and it kind of goes down and then it curves round like that. To add more expression, I'm going to put another line here. Add that little black area on the nose. Then I'm going to go in with my black face paint, which is also Snazaroo. And then I'm going to take a small flat brush and fill in my nose with some black face paint. Then there's also a fine line down the Cupid's bow. I'm going to use some liquid liner for that. I'm going to take the Belle Jordan palette and some of the Lola black shadow, go in with a really small brush and just blend the black parts out. And then I'm going to highlight with white over that. There's also some little freckles around this area that I'm going to add because it just makes it a little bit more cutesy. Next, I'm gonna move on to eyes. I wanna do a bit of like a smoky eye. So I still wanna be, you know, cute and glam. Just putting some concealer over the eyelid. I'm gonna use the Belle Jordan palette again for this. Then I'm gonna take my Morphe M330 and start with Hot Sauce, which is a lovely red, into the crease. But I do have some black left on my brush from when I did the creases in the skin because I wanted it to be quite smoky anyway. I'm going to go back in with the black just to define the crease a little bit more. Then I'm going to go back in with my concealer because I'm going to softly cut my crease just with my finger because I'm going to add a shimmery shade. I'm going to take the shade Glow Baby and pop that on my lid. I'm going to do my wing liner with the Rimmel Glam Eyes Professional in Black Glamour. Then I'm going to take another black pencil. I'll use my Inglot Black into my waterline. Next, we're going to do mascara. I'm also going to add some lashes as well, and then we're going to move on to brows. I'm using the MAC Extreme Dimension mascara, I believe. What I'd like to do is cut some of my lashes. I've got some cheapy eBay ones here, and just pop individuals underneath my eyes as well, because I want to look quite animated. Take probably the longest part of these lashes and cut the end, and then I'm going to glue that in the center of my lower lash line. Then I'm going to add some lashes onto my own lashes. Duro Lash Glue smells funky. I mean like funky fish funky. Does anyone else use Duro Lash Glue? Let me know if you agree. Why does it smell like that? Why does it smell like fish? Next, the fun part is also, well, all of this is fun to be honest, brows. I'm going to make them super fluffy, super arched, and have lots of fun with it. So I'm going to get my brow brush. I'm going to make them super fluffy and exaggerated. So a lot of my natural hairs tend to be quite long anyway. So what I might do is take a little bit of glue, again on my brows, just so I can brush them upwards. Then we're going to go in with the Dip Brow Pomade and my angled brush and start to create the new end of my brow. I've decided I want to add more lashes. I'm going to add a double layer of lashes. We're going super dramatic because I want them to be quite fluffy and quite winged out, and I'm not going to cut them down either to fit my eye because I want to drag them out. Next, I want to add some red onto my bottom lip and some red glitter on top of that. I'm going to take Jeffree Star's Wifey. Then I want to take the NYX Glitter Brilliance in red, the flat brush, and pop the glitter onto that. And as my lipstick's still slightly tacky, stick that on there. I want to highlight some of the wrinkles that I've added with some white face paint just to lift it slightly and make it look a little bit more 3D. I'm going to take some white Snazaroo paint and water and a tiny little brush, and Siri's responding to what I'm saying. Just above the black. Next, I'm going to take the Kat Von D Ma Vida Loca palette, the shade Lemmy, which is a shimmery dark green, gorge, and I'm going to contour my chest area, bring out my collarbone, and just blend that. I'm going to paint my arm and my hands green because I am going to add some hair on the tips of my fingers, because as you know, the Grinch has got green hairs on the tips of his fingers. So what I did was I cut a few pieces of hair and I painted it green with my face paint that I used, and I'm going to tape those onto the tips of my fingers, and then I'm going to paint my hand and my arm green. I'll be back when we have finished that. I'm back! I've added the hairs onto my hands, and I've got one glove here to kind of show that I'm revealing myself. I hope you guys enjoyed this Grinch look. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and New Year. Be safe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!